Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last chapters of this section. It's about the Chinese classics on faith, right? Chinese classics on faith. And this time we have another sentence saying that we have some technique in understanding our faith, then exploring the characters and content of our faith, right? It is the technique that we are now interested in. What is the technique that we are interested in? And we hear another sentence saying that technique, when use the technique to explore our life, it always brings you good news. How come, you say? How come everything is a good news for me? As you know, our faith have many different factors, saying that you may have reputation, wealth, health, sentiments, you have knowledge, and you have characters. Whether we are perfect in all this area? No. Only perfect in all this area, we call them the God. We are not God, we are people, so we have some defects in different area. Then how come you say that they are all the good news? Because if you use some technique to analyze, explore about your faith, you know that there are some strong factors and some weak factors when you were born. If you are certain there's the good factors or the bad factors, then you put more energy, more commitment, more engagement on the good area and the good factors we call it the good factors. If you are less committed, you're less weak factors, then you put less time, less energy, less commitment, less engagement on the weak factors, which means you won't waste your resources in the wrong direction so that your life enhancement can be achieved. So it is good news. We use the technique to know them. Another thing is, whether I know which is good news, which is bad news, which is good factor, which is bad factors. Another thing is, during my life, how can I know when they will happen? This is important, because if you say, oh, you will be a rich man, but okay, how come I'm now 40, I'm now 50, how come I'm not that rich? Because the time is not come yet. So the timing is important, because if you know that in that period of time, in the timing, you will come across the good factors, then you can put more energy, more commitment, more resources on that area so they achieve them and conquer them and put them in your storage. So it is good for knowing the time factors, and we call it the fortune. We call it the fortune because sometimes we think that it is only simply by coincidence that the fortune come in. But if we have the concept of faith and then the concept of fortune, then you can see there seems to be a combination saying that faith itself is the foundation and fortune itself is what's happening. Just like a plant, when it grows from a seed, in the seed then it grows a plant. So the seed itself is a faith and the plant is a fortune. Okay, so the timing is important to know that, and you have to use some technique to check whether the time has come yet. So today we'll introduce another another book. It is a tools book. We give you a tools book, which means you use this book as a tools only. There are no specific theory, no specific concept for you, because it deals mainly with time factors. It is called the 10,000 years calendar. 10,000 years calendar written by Professor Liu Ji. He wrote this 10,000 years calendar. Not he write them, but he edit them. Give you the timetable for checking between the Chinese calendar and the Western calendar, and also some of the some of the technique for faith exploration, so that you can use the time factors to understand, to make a combination, to check the time, to make use of the time, to match the time for your faith and fortune, Then you check it, and you know that fortune is coming. Then you check against the time and make use of the time factors to enhance your achievement of the fortune. So it is the tools book, it is called. So do take a copy of the tools book, and you can conquer the time and to connect it between the good faith and the good fortune, and they come up together through the technique analysis. So it will come to the sentence called techniques. When your exploration technique will bring you good news. Okay, so thank you very much. We've finished these 10 chapters on classics, and we'll move to some more interesting and less heavy and less and soft knowledge about faith and fortune in the coming times, which was commonly known by people and said by people all the times. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and we'll start a new section, and see you next time. Thank you.